Saturday the 13th was a nice cool morning with a promise of even cooler temperatures as we got up to the mountains. 6 of us were to meet at the local Hickory Flat Chevron station. On arriving there, we found only 3 of us. After contact by cell phone, we arranged another meeting spot out at the Citgo station on Matt Highway. Here things got a little better as all 6 of us were able to soon put out onto the highway and make our way over to Clarksville. We were soon on Highway 115, making our way to White County. This is on State Route 115, and it's really kind of boring. But soon we got up to State Highway 179, also known as Thunder Road. This is a nicely paved road with very little traffic, beautiful sights, and as we moved further north, it becomes more and more interesting. The curves start to pick up their pace. We're up and down hills and really enjoying the ride. As we get up closer to Lake Burton at Moccasin Creek State Park, the curves are more numerous and more enjoyable to negotiate. These are just a few of the examples. I don't think we passed a single car in either direction in this whole northern part of 179. Unfortunately, the video camera froze up just after we made this turn here, and from here on out I rely on Nelson's still photographs. Here's a view of the hillside as we enter into the Raven Gap area, making our way up to Dillard. Soon we arrived at the famous Dillard House. This restaurant is well known among the motorcycling and the canoeing crowds coming off the Chattooga River. Here we have 4 of the 6. Dennis is off somewhere and Nelson is taking the picture. Steve had to leave after lunch, but the rest of us soon made our way down to the FOXFIRE Museum, which is a collection of about 19 different structures that were brought here by the curator, Robert Murray, and paid for by the proceeds from FOXFIRE books and magazines. Our first stop was the 21 by 21 foot cabin known as Savannah House. This was built in 1820 and at one time had 10 children sleeping in the loft. From there we went over to a much larger cabin that was also built in the mid-1800s, but this was much more luxurious, with windows and 2 full stories. Out to one side was a workshop that contained a large iron pot and rockwork that was used to scald hogs prior to removing all the hair from the hide. Working our way uphill, we soon came to the Moore House. This is known as a dog trot style building with an open passageway between the rooms to keep it cool in the summer. From the Moore House we went uphill to arrive at the chapel just in time to ring the bell. This is a typical Appalachian church that was reconstructed on the site here. We were able to go inside, sit in the pews, look at the hymnals, and the bravest among us got a chance to try out one of the displays. Luckily, it was much too short and a bit uncomfortable. Among the many artifacts that were within the chapel, we came across this cross that was a very common sight to see on southern roads not too many years ago. With the sound of thunder and a light rain, we quickly worked our way back to our motorcycles and geared up for the ride home. It was a good visit.